We are just going to take a very casual day here in Epcot since we have Lightning Lane Multipass. This park, like Animal Kingdom, is like so calming and like so serene whenever you walk up. My heart is full, my heart is calm this morning walking up to this beautiful Epcot. Let's talk logistics today for using Lightning Lane Multipass in Epcot. So it is Easter week, it is April 19th. Let's see here, Lightning Lane Multipass, so just so you knew, was on the higher end today and it cost $34 with tax. So there are 8 actual rides in this park. The thing about this park is it is extremely spread out. So if you are thinking that you are trying to do like rides like back to back to back, you are literally walking so far. So the way whenever I look at Epcot is which end of the park am I coming in at first? So if you are staying at a Skyliner resort, you are going to come in at the back of the park, which is going to be World Showcase. That's called International Gateway. And then if you are coming in by monorail or by bus, you're going to be coming in at the front of the park. You're going to be coming in near Spaceship Earth. Now, since I knew that I was coming in at the front of the park and this was my latest park, like in the week, by the time I was able to do and pick my rides, my return times were like spot on. I was actually able to go in and move times around the way that I wanted to instead of just accepting what they gave me. So that was sweet. So in knowing that, I went ahead and booked the Seas with Nemo and Friends for first thing in the morning, because as soon as I can scan into that, that means that I can unlock everything, and I can also take my other tier 2, which I just picked Figment just because. So as soon as I scan into Nemo, I can start maneuvering the other tier 2 rides to like tier 1 rides. Soarin' is in this area, so as soon as I scan into Nemo, I'm going to see if I can get Soarin' at the front of the park with me, because Figment does not normally need Lightning Lane Multipass. Now, it is Easter week. Midday, the line will more than likely get up to like 45 minutes to an hour, but if I can like wait it out throughout the day, I can hit that ride that it doesn't have a long wait. And then, like I said, I was able to go in and actually pick the times that I wanted for rides. So for my tier 1 ride, I actually went for Frozen. And I put that to like the afternoon because I knew I wanted to try and spend the morning here in World Celebration, ride what I could, and then head over there. So that's where we are today. So I'm going to take you along with me in real time as I am moving Lightning Lanes around, canceling one and moving it to another ride. Also, Remy's is the other really big popular one, and if Remy's is like high priority on your list, then I would really go for that one as your tier 1 for your Lightning Lane. But I am going to show you that it is possible to score Remy's throughout the day, even though there aren't any Lightning Lane availabilities like on the day of that you're here. But for now, let's go back to the morning of me rope dropping Guardians of the Galaxy. All right, not gonna lie, this morning it was rough to get up. Well, I'm on day 4 of rope dropping all the parks. It is 7:56. Epcot opens at 9 a.m. with early entry at 8:30 a.m. We are rope dropping Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind since it has newly been taken off of virtual queue, and I am all the way at the back of the line. So we're gonna time it and see exactly, like if you're like all the way back, if it's worth it for you to get in line and for you to wait for it first thing in the morning, or if you should wait for it at the end of the night. Just one?
Have a great day.
Thank you. All right, as you are coming into Epcot and you are rope dropping, if you're an on-site guest, you're gonna get in that huge line, and what they're gonna do is they're going to put you in 3 different lines. Everybody is going to scan in with their Magic Mobile, keys to the world card, or your Magic Band. Only one person in your party needs to have that ready and keep everybody together so that you can get there efficiently. And now, we are hoofing it to Guardians of the Galaxy. And we're off, people. To the races. It is 8:25. Holy moly.
What have we done? I think we're jumping back.
That was the exact pick-me-up I needed this morning to wake up. All right, so they opened the line at 8:25 was whenever they started moving everybody in. As soon as I got through the entrance to the queue is when I clocked it. I was on the ride within 20 minutes this morning. 20 minutes. That's a win. That's a win. All right, so now let's go and start this day with lightning lanes and sit down and let me explain to you how I'm going to break up the day a little bit. Thank you. All right, now that we have scanned into our first lightning lane this morning, we are able to choose another one. So when you use one, you book one. You use one, you book one. Sweet little ride this morning. Cannot wait to ride that with my grandkids in November. Okay, let's see here. When I got in line, I was able to book Soarin' for 10:45, and it is 9:52 right now. I'm not going to try and get it any earlier because Moana is already out and meeting, and she is to the left of this ride, and her line is fairly short. So that is one thing that is really good about, Lightning Lane Multipass, because remember, characters do not have Multipass. They do not have return times. So whenever you're coming up on a character, you know that you've got your rides in place, so you don't have to wait in line there. You may have to wait in a small line for characters, but not as bad. So we're gonna go and knock out Moana this morning. The way that I cannot express to you how much I love meeting characters. Moana is such a great meet and greet. The attention to detail, the conversation you get to have with her is amazing. Okay, that did not take very long at all. I love meet and greets first thing in the morning. It is now, 10:12. We actually have a little bit of time before our next lightning lane at Soarin', but there are so many things that we can do, and honestly, it's Flower and Garden right now. We're gonna go see some butterflies, my favorite. I also want to go over something else that we are going to do. Now that I have scanned into my first official lightning lane for the day, that basically unlocks everything. That means that all of the rules at pre-booking no longer matter. So right now, I also have Figment as my second tier 2 choice that I made. We're going to modify Figment to Remy's Ratatouille. So I can take a tier 2 ride and make it a tier 1. Again, once you scan into that first ride of the day, none of the rules in the pre-booking matter. So that is what we are going to do now. Remy's is one of those that if you don't book that like in the first initial pre-booking process, it's going to take a minute for you to be able to get that lightning lane like throughout the day of. I'm going to walk you through that process and things to expect. All right, so you're going to open your My Disney Experience app. Now, I don't need Journey into Imagination with Figment, so I'm going to go in, I'm going to cancel my plan. Okay. Oh, geez, select all. All right, so now I'm going to be able to go for another one. Remy's. Here we go. Remy's does not have any lightning lanes available. So I'm going to pin this to the top of my feed. So we're going to scroll back up. We're going to go to Edit Selections. We're going to pick Remy's. Okay, now Remy's is at the top of my feed. So now we are going to scroll down and refresh and refresh and refresh. And you do, I will say, have to be lightning fast sometimes whenever you are trying to get this. Now, there's been times where I've gotten this in 3 minutes, in 5 minutes. There's also been days where I've had to go in and multiple times throughout the day try to keep doing this. But as you are, in your little pockets of time, when you're standing in line and things like that, that is whenever you want to keep trying to do this. Now, whenever you see a time that pops up, just grab it. It does not matter. Continue. All right, so if you don't get it, this is the notification that you're going to get. So we're going to have to start over. So somebody was faster than I was. So we're gonna keep going, and keep going. This makes me so happy. Look what I found. What else I found? Oh my gosh. One in the wild. That's crazy. They're everywhere. They're just on that flower right there. So beautiful. I literally could just sit in here all day and just watch them. Just watch them flutter around. It's like peaceful, new beginnings. Seriously, springtime in Epcot is my favorite. Just for that. Just for the butterflies all around. And like as we get into like World Showcase and all the little gardens that they have all over, there's literally butterflies all over this park. And I'm amazed every time. Now I have time to scan in for our Soarin' Lightning Lane. Now the great thing about Lightning Lanes is you can scan in exactly 5 minutes, not a second before. And I mean exactly 5 minutes before your return time. Now, when it comes to if you're running late for a Lightning Lane at the moment, the furthest that I have stretched it is an hour past my actual like hour time frame return time. So like from the beginning point to the end, almost 2 hours. So if you are running late for a return time, don't worry. You have plenty of time. I got a key card. I can't get over how relaxing this day is. It's a beautiful day outside. Just being able to just explore World Celebration. So went in there, soaring, love that every time. First time finally seeing the new scene at the end, so they updated it to what the current Epcot now looks like. But it is now 11:21. My Frozen Lightning Lane is at 11:30, so let's go ahead and head on over to World Showcase, and then after that it is time to eat. I am starving. Now I am gonna have like a full lunch. I think I'm gonna go to Regal Eagle. That is like a go-to for me. So yeah, we're gonna go to Regal Eagle for lunch, and then possibly try to score a few more rides. I'm still trying to get Remy's. Let's see here. So I stood in line for the Lightning Lane in Soarin' for 20 minutes because it's not a continuous loading kind of ride. So anyway, so I stood in there trying to get Remy's, and I got twice. So I almost got one. So we're gonna keep checking and keep trying to get a Remy's Lightning Lane for throughout the day. So like I said, I'm not really in a hurry today. I don't need to get everything done before noon, which is really good about, Lightning Lane Multipass and just being able to take your breaks, eat, drink, and then just enjoy this park. So yeah, so let's head over to Frozen. Something else I love about Flower and Garden is they usually have like scents, pumped out, because Scentsy does a lot of like sponsorships here. So I just passed the Inside Out 2 garden and they had scents going. And then we're about to pass the second Scentsy garden, which is over here, as we're walking into World Showcase, and oh, it smells so good. Smells do something to me. I'm a smell kind of person. I love to associate smells with different things, or it does, and it just makes me happy. Donald!
I see you didn't see us first. How dare you?
I know.
What's your excuse, my friend?
I saved the best for last.
Okay, there we go.
Nice.
I like that excuse.
Nice. But you are my favorite though. Yeah, I know.
At least you came up with a good one.
That's right. You give me the attitude. It's all good. It's all good. Can we take a photo? All right, let's do it. I love that when he signs, it's almost always Donald Duck is number one. I mean, these two right here, Donald and Mickey are my two. But it's coming along. Tennessee whiskey lemonade. Oh my word, that thing's strong, but it's good. So if we're going to go and I haven't really had much to eat, like I've only had coffee this morning, I'm gonna have a buzz by the time I finish this. This is dangerous. It's good, but it's strong. After try number 4, I got Remy's. I got Remy's for $7.20 tonight. That's honestly, that's perfect. So today I am probably going to take a break in the middle of the day and then come back and do World Showcase and really do like the festival, do some foods, just kind of mosey around. And having Remy's this evening at 7:20 is literally just going to be the icing on the cake as I'm here in World Showcase tonight. So score, we got it. High peak season, Easter week. Took me 4 tries. 2 of the tries I was on there for 20 minutes. It took me 3 minutes to get it this time. So, and just so you know, it was 12:46 whenever I got it. I'm telling you, they open things up randomly throughout the day, but I was able to score so far. Honestly, all of the rides that everybody wants for this park specifically, Soarin', Frozen Ever After, and Remy's. So far we have all of those in the books. All the other ones later today, honestly, can just be a walk-on and just, wait that 20-30 minutes. And then the later we get into Epcot, the more that those ride waits are going to go down. So now that we have everything under our belt, now we can really relax and really enjoy Epcot. I took my time at lunch, and I'm still like, woohoo! All right, it is officially 1:24. We're going to take a break. We're going to take a couple of hours, go back to the resort, rest, and come back and finish out with Epcot. Now, before I take a rest at the resort, I decided I'm going to pop over to Magic Kingdom real quick. It is Easter week, and I need to knock something off of my bucket list, and that is seeing the Easter Day Parade, which usually happens the day before and the day of Easter. So we're going to hop over there real quick. I did go ahead and book 2 more lightning lanes since I just kind of like had them open. One of those is going to be Spaceship Earth whenever I get back, and I got that for $5.55. The next one after that is going to be Living with the Land, and that is going to be at 6 o'clock. Now, if I get back here earlier, there are other things that I can do, and I'll take you through that whenever it's time, because like later in the evening, the rides that are left basically that I could possibly get Lightning Lane Multipass for are the rides that really don't need it. So they are technically the filler rides. Honestly, for Lightning Lane Multipass, the really big ones that you want to go for are Test Track when it opens, Soarin', Frozen, and then Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. And we've pretty much got those not locked in the books, and all before 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So that was awesome. That is absolutely awesome. So anyway, let's hop over to Magic Kingdom real quick. Then I'm going to take a break at the resort, and then probably head back here later this evening. right, baby. It is 5:53 and we are back here in Epcot. We've got some lightning lanes lined up for the evening. The rest of the night is going to be vibing out in World Showcase. We're going to go around, have some festival food this evening, and just have a relaxing evening in Epcot, which is the way that Epcot is set up and meant to be enjoyed. We got all of our fun rides and everything done this morning, which was a win, but it's now time to reap the rewards of having Lightning Lane Multipass to be able to just mosey on through the park. First up, Spaceship Earth. Let's go. Embarrassingly, I don't ride that every trip, but every time that I do, I'm reminded how good that is. Just like if you think about like when it was made, the technology, just the story behind it, yeah, that was really good. Edutainment, people, Epcot, edutainment. Now we're on to the next edutainment, which is another favorite of mine, living with the land. Thank you. And as you can see, in the afternoon, not needed. But we'll take it. We'll take it. Well, living with the land was experiencing technical difficulties, so I stood there for like almost 30 minutes waiting just to see if it would pop up. But no, I'm hungry. I want to go eat. They did scan my Magic Band since I did leave the line and since I had already scanned in for my Lightning Lane Multipass, and they gave me a redemption pass. So we're going to look to see what we can use it on, and I'm going to show you how you can do that. So you're going to open your My Disney Experience account, and you're going to want to push the home button. You're going to want to scroll down, and you're going to see Lightning Lane Select Experiences. Whenever I get these, I do take a screenshot just in case the app decides to mess up and it disappears. I have had that happen before. So you're going to tap it, and then you're going to read where it says find out where you can go. Tap that, and then everything that you're able to use your Lightning Lane on is going to be listed, and then at the bottom are going to be all of the attractions that you cannot use it on. So, Turtle Talk, Spaceship Crest, Seas with Nemo and Friends, Spaceship Earth, Living with the Land, Journey to the Imagination with Figment, and the Disney and Pixar Short Film Festival. So, there you go. All right, we made it into World Showcase. I'm going to start with Mexico kind of girl. So that's where we're going to go. We're going to go to the Fiestas de Jardín. Let's go get the tostada. I got lucky. I found a random table. Can I please just say how absolutely beautiful and stunning and comfortable it is out here tonight? It is awesome. It's kind of cold. It is cold. I will say the salsa on top of this has like a mole taste to it. It's deep. I don't know if I'd get this again though. Mexico's usually really good too. And as we are making our way through a beautiful World Showcase tonight, guess what? It is time for our Remy's Ratatouille Lightning Lane Multipass for 7:20 p.m. So, as we mosey along through, let's go ride Remy's. good. A little salty. That dang, that's got some salt in it. I like that. And then for the price too, I think this is only $7.50. This was a good portion, good price, good tasting for $7.50. We are sitting about 8:30 in the evening. Epcot will close in about 30 minutes, but I will say I think today was just like total win. Today, the way that I had everything spread out just absolutely worked perfectly. So I knew that I wanted to ride first thing in the morning and then have an afternoon just kind of being in World Showcase. So knowing and trying to get all of the rides that were in World Celebration first thing in the morning, and then being able to move Frozen to in the afternoon whenever I picked it at my 7-day mark, and then absolute score and win to be able to score Remy's. Now, it isn't always the case, and like I said, sometimes you really do have to get in the app multiple times throughout the day and sit there and refresh and refresh. So I just want you to be prepared for that. So it took me 4 tries to get in there. So 2 of those times I was in line for like 20 minutes for something and refreshing and refreshing and refreshing. Whenever I did finally get the lightning lane, I was in the app for about 3 minutes just refreshing. So just keep at it and don't lose hope. I will also say that I did not purchase Single Pass today, so that is why I rope drop Guardians of the Galaxy. But if you do get Single Pass and Multi Pass, and you are coming like absolute high peak season, Thanksgiving week, Christmas week, New Year's week, then I would go ahead and already have in your brain that you are going to get whatever tier 1 ride that you want, whether that be Frozen or Remy's for the moment until Test Track opens, and then rope drop the other one. So if you get Lightning Lane Multipass with Frozen, then rope drop Remy. So if you're staying at a Skyliner resort, I would rope drop Remy's because you're going to be one of the first ones coming in towards the back of the park, and then I would schedule Frozen as my Lightning Lane Multipass. If you're coming in at the front of the park, I would flip it. I really would. I would rope drop Frozen. It's a little bit shorter and closer to you steps wise compared to all the way the back in France for Remy's. And again, whenever you'll be coming in behind everybody that's coming in from International Gateway. So it's not as much as an advantage coming in front of the park. So just things to thinking about whenever it comes to Epcot. And also know that Epcot is extremely spread out. So if you are thinking that you are trying to do Epcot in a half day, just know that it's going to be a lot of walking. And this is also a really good park as well to either have an early morning, like I did, take a long break in the middle of the day, and then come back for the evening. That also works extremely well too. And with multipass as well, being able to move things around, move to later times, and work with your schedule. So the only one that's really not going to work with your schedule is going to be trying to get Remy's or trying to get Frozen when there's no Lightning Lane multipass available and you actually score one. So that's about the only thing that isn't really going to be conducive with your schedule. So just know that going in. I hope you got some good information, and I hope that this is going to help you plan your upcoming Epcot trip with Lightning Lane Multipass. Now, if you feel like you need a sit down of just everything that you need to know about using Multipass, the pre-booking, things that you need to be thinking about, and also in the park, I will have my 3-part series coming out very soon, and I will have that linked in the description box below. But make sure that you are pushing that follow button and that notification bell so you know whenever those videos are coming at you next. If you're visiting any of the other 3 parks, I will have those also linked in the description box below for you, so you can go check them out and how to use a Lightning Lane Multipass for your upcoming trip. I'm Terry with Creating the Magic. Have a magical day.